Hey guys, Epengu here for HGC Esports. I'm joined by Liquid Hungrybox on the first day of Evolution 2017. How you feeling, HBox? What's the vibe right now?
I'm pretty zen right now, to be honest. I'm pretty relaxed. I had a good night of sleep. I had a really like amazing Korean barbecue dish last night, which is like really good. And now I'm just here with my girlfriend and Crunch and the rest of the H fam. They're all here, so we're all warming up. My pool's later, like at 6, so I'm just like relaxing for now and yeah, taking it easy pretty much.
Cool. I mean, you actually got into one of the questions I wanted to ask you immediately, which is you just recently released a new series with Liquid. The title of which I'm not sure I can say, but you should all check it out.
Hungry as frick.
So what food are you looking forward to the most in Vegas? And you said you already had Korean barbecue. Tell us about that.
I mean, I was really surprised with that, but honestly, like on Sunday, I think we're planning on doing a big buffet outing. Either it's like the Bacchanal buffet or the Aria, one of these obscenely expensive buffets, because I just want to get the full experience. You can't be in Vegas and not have that. So most people come to Vegas to get drunk and party and have fun. It's really cool and all. I come to Vegas to eat food, so I'm pretty ready for it. And regardless what happens, if I win or lose, I think that's still going to happen. So
yeah, I mean, come to Vegas to eat food and also win EVO, hopefully, right?
Yeah, I mean, if we get a repeat of that, you know, past that past year, that'd be pretty awesome. So we'll see what happens, man. The best player's going to win. If it's me, that's pretty sick. We'll see what happens.
You've been talking recently about your strategy. You said you have a bracket full of foxes, and you put out a Twitter poll on whether you should play Campy or play Risky for the scene. What's going through your mind in terms of play style?
I think mentality is the most important, just staying calm, having fun. I think if I do that, I'm really it's gonna give me the edge. You know what I mean? It's gonna give me the edge to victory. So we'll see what happens.
I mean, you've obviously talked about this at length, but especially at EVO, do you think that you get some flack for playing the way you do? Yeah. And at EVO especially, you're not only playing for a bunch of Smash people, you're playing for other FGC people who are watching as well. Does that come into your mind at all in terms of the viewership?
It comes into my mind a little bit, because if I'm like, I can play like a really like the degenerate way and probably guarantee a win, but I can also play a little riskier and maybe get an easier win too. There's no really telling what can work best, so you gotta kind of like feel it out. And the better player is the one who adapts more. It's the one who can see a situation and think, can I commit right here and get away with it, or do we need to respect this guy? So you just gotta feel it out all during that first few stocks, and then from there let your like fingers and mind guide you, I guess. Yeah.
All right. Well, we all know who your biggest threat is. It's Armada. That's no secret, right? But or actually, is that true?
They're all free, man.
All right. But I want to ask actually about sort of the man of the moment right now, Chudat, because your sets with him have gotten a lot of attention for the way both of you have been playing. Are you thinking about going up against him at all? You've been prepping?
It's ice climbers. I'm just if we match up in quarters, if he beats SFAT, yeah, I'm gonna fist bump him. I'm gonna sit on the platform for 8 minutes.
Admirable. I really respect that. Is there anyone else that you're expecting to make a run? Chu is one of those people who people are like, oh, he could do it. He could really make it into top 8. He could even make it further than that. Is there anyone else you think might make a really big run? Or are you just not even worried about that?
Anyone can do really well. It's EVO. It's all best of 3. Like any upset could happen. I'd get 25th. And, I've never gotten less than 9th in the past like 5 years. But it's still EVO. It could still happen. I could win. There's no really telling. But we've been boot camping, me and Crunch, just playing, discussing the game, getting really annoyed by stuff, but also accepting more things. So, it's just good. It's just we're making sure Melee is our second nature, and we want it to be as comfortable as possible for the next few days.
Well, talk to me a bit about that, about practicing with Crunch, because you guys really sort of brought about the age of coaching, and, there's actually been a lot of debate about that we can talk about later with Crunch, too. But tell me about practicing with him and just about what your guys' practice routine is, without revealing anything too secret, of course.
So literally, I think Crunch is the only player in like the entire state of Florida that can 4-stock me. When he's on, I can't. It's the most frustrating thing in the world to play him. When I'm on, he gets salty, and we just take turns making each other salty as, just really salty, right? But that's a learning lesson, because we realize, damn, if either of us tilt, we just lose really hard. So no matter what, you just can't tilt. No matter melee gives you some dumb RNG sometimes. Sometimes they hit that weird power shield. Sometimes they hit that weird angle or that weird hitbox. It'll happen. You just gotta laugh it off. And that's, I think, the most important thing we learn in this boot camp is mentality, staying positive, and just enjoying this horrendously beautiful game. That is Melee.
Horrendously beautiful is a very, very good way to describe it. How do you think Crunch differs from other coaches? Because a lot of it's just speculation on the part of the players, of the spectators, of what the coaches are actually saying. Would you say that he has some magic thing other than just being horrendously good at that Fox Puff matchup?
No one else can do his job in the world, and the only reason is because I only have one true best friend since 5th grade, and that's him. He knows me better than any other person in the world. So like he's first and foremost a friend. He just happens to be my coach. But as my friend, he's just a phenomenal mentor, and we're really real with each other. You know what I mean? When my mentality is horrible, he tells to my face. We don't hold anything back from each other. If I'm being a shithead, he calls me a shithead. You know, he's honest, and I need that sometimes. And it's healthy. It's a healthy friendship, and he's getting really good himself too. And you do not be surprised if next year he makes top 100. I'll guarantee it. I think actually next year. So he's getting really good too.
One of the things that people have been talking about a lot with EVO this year is that, we're ending it tomorrow, Saturday finals, that's it. Do you think that specifically benefits any one player, any one tier of players for it to be shorter?
I think it might benefit me, actually. I think the floaties are going to have a really good time, and the space is going to be burnt out by top 8. So, I'm going to drink a lot of Monster, and I'm going to make sure I just stay awake and Foxes have to land these crazy recoveries and multi-shines and crazy inputs and pivots. I just got to back here and grab the ledge.
I was reading an interview actually recently with you where you talked about how you might have approached being a professional player differently.
Yeah.
You might have some regrets. Do you want to talk about that at all, more specifically about what you might have done differently?
That's would have been less of a dick when I was younger and less cocky, you know what I mean? Just maybe pick a different character. I don't know. I mean, no, maybe not that. I know I'm only here because Puff exists, and I'm very happy that Puff exists and that it fits my playstyle really well. Just, talk less and listen more, you know what I mean? The same thing I'm going to tell my kids when I'm older, if I have kids, just always listen. You're not a genius, you're not the smartest guy in the room ever. Just, you can always learn more. You can always, learn from your own mistakes, and making mistakes is a really good thing.
Well, that's good advice, but thank you for not talking less and talking to me right now. Really appreciate it. Any last words, any shout-outs you want to give before we finish up?
Shout-outs to the H fam, my girlfriend, Lewis, all the people who came to support me, Monster, Team Liquid, HyperX, all the people pushing us, pushing our team, making this shit happen. You know what I mean? Let's go. It's EVO. It's EVO.
It's EVO. All right, good luck, HBox. Hopefully you do well, and thanks so much for talking to me. You can follow HBox this weekend at EVO 2017, and you can follow this YouTube channel for more content coming your way. Thanks, guys.